Hello all, this is Nikhil Gundlapalli. I'm here with my teammate Ganesh Marella, and we are here to present our final project, which is text and image plagiarism detection. Here is the abstract for our project. This is a hybrid model for plagiarism detection for locally hosted website. We are calling it as a hybrid as it takes both text and image input as well, and process the content to return the plagiarism percentage. It has two limitations. One, if the order of the sentence is changed or we add some extra spaces, the content will be displayed as non-matching or different content. Here is the introduction for our project, and here across the university, students are given various assignments and homeworks, and teachers have the hectic task of grading them by granting marks for the correct answers and deducting marks for the wrong answers. Alongside checking for the legitimacy of the students' work is another hectic task that professors have to take care of. That's where the plagiarism tool comes in. It's not something new that we have hearing today. Plagiarism occurs when one uses the other person's thoughts and ideas, and also the words or images as well, from the attributable source or person without attributing credit. So, what is plagiarism? It's nothing new but one copying the other's work or one copying the other ideas, taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off one own. Plagiarism is considered as fraud because the writer represents the ideas as her or his own. Plagiarism is cheating, a serious form of academic dishonesty punishable by university. Some of the related work. There are many techniques that can be used to measure the level of plagiarism of the document, like the vector space model and the research method used, namely cosine similarity, to measure the level of similarity, which results in comparing the level of thesis similarity with the dataset using the TF and TF-IDF techniques in graphical form. It was concluded from the experimental process using the TF-IDF technique produces a smaller value to compared to using the TF technique. Image plagiarism detection using GAN, generative advertising network, focuses on the image plagiarism alone. They have a proposed system being trained on both the fake images. So here is what we would like to propose. We want to develop a website that accepts both text and image as an input and process that data using the TF-IDF algorithm and returns the percentage of plagiarism. We will also have an option to upload a question as well. If provided, we will check for the matching sentences in both the question and the answer and remove that part from comparison, and then process the data and return the plagiarism percentage so that the plagiarism percentage will be accurate. So uh, so what is term frequency and inverse document frequency? Term frequency works by looking at the frequency of the specific terms you are dealing with against your documents and the number of times the word occurs in the document, which is known as term frequency. And coming to the inverse document frequency, looks at how oftenly a word occurs in the corpus. And coming to the formula calculated, where the t is the term and whose commonality you want to measure, and n is the number of documents. The denominator is simply the number of documents in which the t term occurs.
Hi. Till now we have seen like what we are doing as part of our presentation, and that brings to the question like, what's our contribution? Here, our contribution is like, as my teammate explained, so far we have plagiarism tools which can only compare two students' work. Suppose if you look at this example question, there we have a question like asking a student to write a C++ program to add two numbers. In general, whenever a question like that was asked for a student to write a program, and that goes into the question as in the comments section, at least that what happened with me. So when two students do the same thing, like they include the question as part of answer in the comment section, since it's a coding thing, when they both are compared for plagiarism, that might be shown as plagiarism because the question is part of both the answers submitted by the students. Uh, our main goal is to like add additional filter to plagiarism tools, which will overcome this limitation. What it will actually do is, before directly whenever a student uploads his answer for any project or any assignment, directly before directly comparing the text with other students' work, we'll just have an additional filter on top of it, which will eliminate the, if there is any, which will check for any repetitions which are present in the question, and if it finds any similar sentence which is present in the question, that will eliminate it, and it will send the rest of the uh, student submission for comparison here. So when we come to implementation details, we thought a website would be a better approach, where a student can just log in and upload his answers and all. So as part of this implementation, we had two logins, which is a admin and another one is a student, like where admin can log in and he can just post the questions, just like what professors do. Admin can log into his account and he can just add a question or an assignment or task, and when the student logs in, it will show what are all the assignments that he was assigned, and along with the deadline and all. So um, when the student clicks on the submit button, it will give him two options, either to like copy and paste his text, or take an image of his work and just upload the image. We are support This time we are supporting both of them, and once he uploads and click on the submit button, once the student clicks on the submit button after uploading his work, then it will be compared with predefined data which we have already collected and stored in a database. And after comparing with each and every record, then the plagiarism percentage will be returned over here. And earlier we thought of using TF-IDF, but because of inverse document frequency, we are having a limitation which is reducing the plagiarism percentage. So that's why we are just going with term frequency. We are just cutting off the inverse document frequency over here. And result, uh, as we mentioned earlier, this is a hybrid model, as we are supporting both text and images as well for comparison. um, as we mentioned in the proposed solution, we are not able to get the expected result when we use the TF-IDF algorithm. So to better the results, we are just eliminating the IDF, and we are just using the term frequency for calculating the plagiarism percentage. Uh, that brings to the last part of our presentation, which is the conclusion. The main focus was only on adding addressing the limitations which are already present in the existing plagiarism tools, and we can say we are a bit successful in doing that, as we are able to create a filter which was successfully able to do the intended purpose. And the future works for this might include, like today we have seen, we can see many tools online which can just if you enter text or something over there, and it can rephrase the word, rephrase the sentence, and give you a different sentence which will convey the same meaning, but in a different sentence, which will kind of, when you check for plagiarism, which won't be shown as plagiarized. So to overcome that, the future work might include like adding something which we can call smart filter, which can extract the meaning of a sentence and check for that if there is any other sentence which is conveying the same meaning. That might further improve the results. And that's it for as part of our project. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.